Cool, let's do it. Oh, what are you drinking?
A Christian-made IPA.
Oh, nice. Was that the one
Yeah.
that we tried at the Halloween party?
It is.
All right, cool. Cool.
IPAs suck to make, though, because they get so, sedimenty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of floaters and shit in it, so I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. What about yourself? Anything over there?
I am drinking Sierra Nevada's Liquid Hoppiness.
Oh.
It's their new seasonal. It's actually really nice.
I didn't even hear about that. What is it, double?
No, it's just
hazy.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, hazy would probably be the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just really good. It's kind of got like a notes of ripe melon, which I don't really see a whole lot of in IPAs.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, I rarely see it. Most of them are just it's like some degree of citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
It's those New England IPAs you get the melon and stuff from.
Yeah. I forget which kind of hop it is, but it doesn't matter. It's all. I'll drink it. I don't care what it is or what hops are in there.
New England is what I was going for with mine. I was trying to get the Calypso hop, had a lot of apple flavors in it, so I tried to do that, but I probably could have gone heavier. Probably could have gone heavier on the dry hopping.
Yeah, probably. But that's IPAs in general.
Yeah.
You can't really. I don't think there's. I really don't think there's there's such a thing as too much when it comes to dry hopping an IPA.
No, people love it. I think I'm just gonna be trying to perfect my dark beers.
Yeah.
I think that's where my passion and my enjoyment lies the most.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
yeah.
Also, from what I can tell at work, most American breweries that my store carries has gone seasonal with a lot of their dark beers.
Yeah.
So I would say probably perfect the dark beer first, just because that way you can enjoy it year round if that's what you're big on.
There's a vacuum for it, and I'm here to fill it.
I say do it.
Hell yeah. Speaking of vacuum,
yes,
we have Andres back. And you're probably wondering, Andres, how did you bring in your recording software into prison? And the answer to that...
Very carefully.
Well, carefully has to do with it. Because the answer to that is Andres is no longer in prison. Andres and I currently are... I think somewhere in the Midwest, driving down the road. I broke him out, and we're heading to Cory's safehouse.
Oh, yes. Yeah, for whatever reason, I think for liability, you just said, just after you busted me out, just get in the car. I won't tell you where we're going.
Yeah, so listeners, don't tell anybody either, but we're going to Cory's safehouse. So that's why Cory's not with us now. He had to go ahead of us and get it all ready for us.
Yeah.
So, but Andres is out.
Yay.
The wreck has cooled, and I think Dumb Trivia is back to being semi-normal on the run, though.
Yeah. I mean, with the cops after you can't really stay in one place for very long.
No, but there's no way they're gonna catch us.
Oh yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto rules. If they can't find us within a matter of minutes, the wanted level just goes away.
Exactly. By this time next week, it's gonna be like a misdemeanor, and it'll just have to pay a fine. So you'll be good.
Yeah, or community service, whichever is more
keeps going. If it keeps going long enough, the cops will actually have to say sorry to you.
I think we can do that.
Yeah. Did you know, I don't know how true this is, nor how far long ago it is, but in the early days of the United States, if you broke out of jail, you would be fine. Like, the thought process was if you broke out of jail, you were good, because it's like human nature to not want to be in jail. I've heard this. Yeah. I don't know how true it is. I'd like to think it's true.
I would like to think it's true as well. I also like the whole European idea of prison, where it's more of a place of rehabilitation and like everything's just nice.
Yes, but God forbid that happen.
It might start with our generation once we break into the federal government.
Maybe
meaning that people of our generation get voted in.
Well, did you hear?
I could have been okay using break-in, but January 6th really ruined that for me.
Well, the first Gen X, I keep saying Gen Z person got elected to Congress,
25 years old.
That's wild.
What state was it though? Why can't I remember?
Georgia?
Which state? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him, though. And he's a
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts fan, so we have our first nerd that we know of.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's finally someone to represent us gamers.
Yeah.
What else? Tennessee finally banned slavery, so that's cool.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like they finally made
Dead
that?
ass.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
they were like slavery legal. There's a few states that did it, and there's a couple states that didn't do it, which is also pretty funny. That voted no.
Oh boy.
Colorado legalized shrooms or decriminalized shrooms.
Nice.
Maryland legalized cannabis. There's some
Yeah.
other good ones.
I remember you sending me that.
Big John Fetterman is now my senator,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah, my family and we were discussing that, and it's like, and obviously we were discussing this before before election day. It's like for Dr. Oz, it just wouldn't look good for him in general either way. The whole thing that I have is not to get too political on this show, but if I know my problem is that if I know you for being on a TV show first, you probably shouldn't be running for my Senate seat either.
Yeah,
Or any Senate seat for that matter, because I do not live in PA.
that's fair. Yeah. Also, you're right. Don't want to get too political, but it's just so fun to make fun of these schmucks sometimes.
Oh,
There was some. Lauren Boebert lost. She was one of those schmucks.
okay.
She was the one that had her loaded 50 cal sniper rifle displayed behind her on top of her shelf. Magazine in, bolt pulled back, safety off. Everyone was like, if that thing fell, it would go off.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad.
That's yeah, that
Deranged.
yeah. I was gonna say that takes balls, but like the wrong kind of balls.
No, yeah, like
Like-
you're missing them.
Yeah. How old was this woman?
Too old.
I was gonna say. Meanwhile, the
Like 40,
grandkids
low
are running
40s,
around
I
in the
think.
background.
Yeah, no, luckily it's our office, not our home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just. I mean, you
Silly
know,
people.
I mean, I like having my guns displayed as much as the next guy, but it's like
Not loaded, safety off, ready to go.
correct.
Yeah.
That's in honor of Cory. That's not kosher.
We miss them, but we'll be there
Yes.
soon.
Yeah.
But let's get into this, man. After showed up. Just
Yeah.
us.
What is it? After show 24.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just Andres and Christian. Christian and Andres. When Cory's away, the boys will probably get too philosophical again.
Probably.
Yeah. But I'm well, this is the Dumb Trivia After Show.
Yeah.
I am the Christian in the Christian and Andres duo.
I am the Andres and the Christian and Andres duo.
And we're going to give you 2 trivia questions each today because last week was also a little short since it was just Cory and I while Andres got his whole multiple felonies sorted out.
Yeah. Apology is coming. Apology on my side of the story is coming on the next proper episode. I guess that would be episode 3 of season 3.
Yeah, once we get to the safe house, he can sit down and really kind of gather his thoughts.
Yeah. I am preparing a statement actively.
I'm excited though, man. Mountains of Colorado are really not. Fuck. I guess we just kind of gave away location.
I mean, you already did earlier.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I said the state, but I didn't tell him where in the state. So
Yeah.
as long as they don't.
We'll also put it this way: I was in Vail, Colorado, this past summer, and I will tell you, the mountains of Colorado are indeed very nice.
Yeah. So
whether or not
we're definitely
we are-
not going back to Vail.
Whether or not we are headed there remains a mystery.
Enough chit chat about our fleeing from. Who chases you? I guess FBI if you're crossing state lines.
Yeah, I think at that point it's got to be federal.
Oh, so enough talking about fleeing from the federales. I got some trivia for you, and
Yeah.
it's a
After missing last week's episode, I'm excited to hear it.
yeah. Well, it's about beer.
Oh, really? All right, awesome.
We're just talking about beer, so
All right, cool.
I've been like I said, I've been trying to get my dark beers
Yeah.
mastered, and I thought one of the big things I need to figure out with my dark beers is like what the hell's the difference between a stout and a porter?
I already talked about this.
But there's a very, very specific piece of
okay.
information that really makes it, and it's
Oh, okay.
typically one type of grain is what differentiates stouts and
okay.
porter.
Okay.
What grain is this? Is this flaked oats, crystal malt, roasted barley, or chocolate malt?
Ooh. Let's see. I've heard chocolate malt going into darker beers, but my knee-jerk reaction is to say roasted malt, so I'm gonna go with roasted malt.
Roasted malt or roasted barley is correct.
Yes.
So, roasted barley. Now, this is, again, preface this all with traditionally style guideline style.
Yeah.
Roasted barley goes in stout, not in porter. Porter has malted dark barley. Roasted barley is not malted.
Oh, okay.
But these days, no one gives a shit, and they just go nuts.
I
found an Edmund Fitzgerald Porter clone, and they use roasted barley.
Yeah, you were saying that. I think
Yeah.
at least for American breweries, there's really like a lot of blurred lines between traditional styles, because I think what is it? An Oktoberfest beer, a Fest beer, and a Marzen are technically three different styles.
Three different things.
In Germany, but in the U.S., no one really gives a shit. Including me. I'm one of those people. But, they're all good.
They are.
I mean,
Marzen was traditional, and now the Fest beer is more like a Helles lager now.
Yeah, something like that.
From what I remember.
Yeah. Honestly, my favorite Oktoberfest, and I forget technically which style it is Erdinger, because it's almost to me it almost I almost associate it with a Hefeweizen, because you really get a nice like cooked banana flavor in that one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure technically what it is. I mean, I'm not. I just don't have it in front of me, but still, highly recommend it. It's very good.
You said it was the Erdinger Oktoberfest?
Yes. I might have checked it in on Untappd.
It is a Marzen.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
there's Marzen. Interesting. I know you said about the banana. I thought for sure it'd be more of a Helles.
That's what I thought. But again, I mean, the way I see it, as long as it tastes good, I'll drink it.
Yeah. I want to figure out when they started making Helles beers, because for the longest time you couldn't do wheat in beers because of German purity laws.
Yeah.
And Helles have the wheat.
Well, I think technically speaking, a Helles doesn't qualify under the German purity law. Because it uses wheat, or maybe it might, because they might have. I know at one point the German purity law did not include yeast, because the German purity law predates the discovery of yeast.
Yeah.
So, but I don't remember if they were strict about malted barley being the grain that you use to make beer, or that one would use to make beer, or if they just kind of dialed it back a little bit and said like any grain.
Well, I think it was supposed to be just barley, because the whole point of it was to keep them from making beer with other grains that you need for like bread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget where I heard. I was watching some video about it, but yeah, I thought the whole point was like use barley. No one eats barley, but everyone eats wheat, kind of thing.
Okay. Either way, as long as the beer's good, I'll drink it.
I'll drink to that.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Yum bits. Okay, this one I'm really interested to see if you know, because I didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
What makes a steam beer unique?
Oh.
Is it ale yeast that is fermented at a lager temperature? Is the beer boiled at hopping with steam instead of direct heat? So instead of like right on the fire source, they burn the fire elsewhere and you get the steam from that.
Right.
Or is the beer made of lager yeast that is fermented at ale temperatures? You have three options.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I used to know this because I think last I haven't encountered any other steam beer except for Anchor.
Yeah.
Out of San Francisco.
The California Common.
Yeah. I know. I don't remember which for option A or for the first option or your third option. One of those is Kolsch. I forget which one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll just go with the second option just because it makes the most sense.
That it was steam heated instead of direct heated?
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
Damn it.
So a steam beer is a beer made with lager yeast that's fermented at ale temperatures.
Okay.
The theory is as everyone moved out west with your German beer recipes, they couldn't cool to lager it, so they just fermented it at like room temp.
Okay.
The term steam from it comes from the fact that they didn't have any real refrigeration out west, so what they would do is they'd pump the hot wort to the roof and let the Pacific breeze cool it, causing all the breweries to have a shitload of steam on top.
Okay.
And the modern Anchor Steam Brewing actually does not claim to share any similarities to the old steam beer tradition.
Okay.
So it seems like it's one of those beers that's kind of just like lost to time in a way.
Yeah. And I guess then I guess the other option, or the third option you mentioned, I think that's a Kolsch.
Kolsch.
Yeah.
Ale at lager yeast, I believe. At lager temperatures, I believe it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Kolsch is a ale, but if it's a German beer, it's probably fermented cold.
Yeah. So it's something like that. Again, I had Kolsch is just not a big style. At least in our part of the United States, much less the world. So
I like a Kolsch, but it's nothing like stand out to me.
Yeah, I mean at that point it's like if I wanted a lager, I'd rather just go for a straight up lager.
Yeah.
If I wanted something light.
And if I wanted something like pale on the ale side, I'd probably go for like a pale ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
It's like a weird Pilsner pale ale baby.
Yeah. Speaking of Anchor, we don't, for whatever reason, we at my area of employment, we don't get their year-round stuff anymore for whatever reason, but we do get their Christmas beer every year. So I'm gonna pick up a 6-pack of that eventually, and I'll give you a bottle.
We'll save it for New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did talk to my parents about that. The invitation is open. So
Okay.
yeah. We'll hash out the rest of those details as they get closer. So
well, I have 7 pounds of sauerkraut fermenting. I don't know if you guys are a sauerkraut on New Year's Eve kind of people.
Normally we aren't, but from a tradition,
you can take this German tradition.
Well, from a tradition standpoint, I don't know if it's Filipino or Spanish. It could be a little bit of both. But what we do is one of the things that we do is that we put food out on the table, so your sauerkraut can be included in that spread.
Ooh.
For certain.
Hopefully, it turns out good.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a pound and so much room in my gallon jar, so I got 6 pounds and just jammed it down in there.
Jesus. You should. Well, I mean, it's fermented, so it's not like, or you're fermenting it, so it's not like it's gonna go bad to the point where it's unfit for human consumption.
Let me show you a picture here, bud. It is cuckoo for. Wait, I thought I sent it to you guys. Actually,
I think you sent us a picture of the sauerkraut with like the lineup. Oh, how did the fermented green beans turn out?
Oh, phenomenal! I love my fermented green beans. They were more sour this time around, but that's because you're like wild ferments. You never know what's going to kind of pop in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wild ferments are going to be kind of funky.
Yeah, and then I used a serrano pepper and I used a jalapeno last time, so it might have made it taste a bit different.
Taste different for certain. I
just don't know why I made it sour.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
Did you change anything else?
Nope.
Like,
it's still like garlic and yeah.
Did you put more vinegar than usual?
Haha, here's the fun fact about ferments. They don't need any vinegar. The vinegar comes from the bacteria fermenting.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I am going to make vinegar eventually.
Speaking of which, I know you mentioned last episode that you were making your own SCOBY. Is a SCOBY used to make vinegar, or am I thinking of something else?
It's something similar to a SCOBY.
Okay.
I know kombucha can turn into vinegar with another anaerobic reaction. I don't know the specifics, though. Because I know you
probably
can.
Would.
Oh yeah, she could tell us. Because I know you can use apple cider vinegar when you make your own SCOBY as well.
Okay.
But I just bought a bottle of store-bought kombucha, poured out half, and put it in a jar, and now I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, that's enough talk about That's enough fermentation corner from Christian. I'm just gonna start a podcast about fermentation.
Yeah, you could.
Dumb ferments.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
All right. So I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys last episode, but I don't think it made the final cut. That I wanted to do that I ended up doing an animal themed show So pretty much. So as you know, my listener submitted question of the week was about bats. You got the one about vultures. I gave the one to Cory about the yellow belly marmot. I apologize, by the way. I had no idea that a groundhog was also called a whistle pig.
Yeah, apparently a lot of like marmot type beasts are called whistle pigs.
I mean, it would make sense if they all make sound that alarm anytime a predator's near. But
yeah, well, I also didn't know a groundhog was a marmot. So
yeah. I think I added that because I saw that it was a marmot, or in the marmot family at least. But I didn't want. But so I kind of threw it in there to kind of throw you off a little bit.
It worked.
But I was not aware that it was called a whistle pig. So anyway, my other two questions for you are actually from the rest of my lineup that I had for that episode. So my first one for you is supposedly the spine-tailed swift can reach a maximum speed of what while in horizontal flight? And by horizontal flight, I mean just like flying parallel to the ground, like nothing, no like special acrobatics or anything like that. Your options are 65 miles an hour, 88 miles an hour, 106 miles an hour, or 128 miles an hour.
What kind of bird is this? Do you know?
All I got for you is that it's a swift. I've never really learned about this bird until I found this piece of trivia. All I can tell you is that
it's fast.
Yeah, it's just fast. I can actually give you this from my write-up. It has to be fast because its main source of feeding is catching insects while in flight.
I'm gonna give it 106.
God damn it, you're correct.
Yay!
Nice job.
I thought 120 was a little. 122 is a bit too much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But
was it called a spine-tailed swift?
Yeah, it goes by a bunch of different a bunch of different names, but the one that I found is spine-tailed swift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard of these guys or heard of these kinds of birds before, but I thought after finding this, I thought this was interesting. So
yeah.
So the information I'm giving you is from the Book of Useless Information and Wikipedia.
Say the line.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Uncle Jojo, Aunt Susie, and Gigi.
And happy belated birthday to Jojo.
Gigi.
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew somebody's.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Gigi. So the spine-tailed swift is a large migratory swift native to Asia. It lives within a large scope depending on the season. So it can be found as far north as southern Siberia and as far south as Australia. So
I did see that on the map.
Yeah, really, really big range of living areas. Also, although rare, it has even been seen as far west as Great Britain. So
oh, damn.
So yeah, these swifts cover a huge area of the globe. What is it? Its migratory habits as well as its feeding habits are the reason it needs to be able to fly at such a high speed. It lives a similar lifestyle to the swallow. Both species eat by catching.
Wait. African or European?
I knew you were gonna give me that joke. Well, a 4-ounce swallow can't carry an 8-pound coconut.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but suppose that 2 swallows carried 1 coconut together. Then that would make sense why you're able to find coconuts in medieval Europe. So as I said, they're both species are fast because they catch insects in flight as their main source of food. Also, apparently, no one really knows exactly how fast the spine-tailed swift can fly because those who have attempted to measure the bird's speed have not published their methods. But given the way that they eat and their large range of living areas depending on the season, I'm not really surprised that they can fly that fast.
It's so weird. I like how they're like, no, this is going to be a secret only known to me, how to measure how fast this bird flies.
Yeah, and again, it's like if, just because it can supposedly go 106 miles an hour doesn't mean it has to go 106 miles an hour all the time.
Yeah.
Because last I checked, part of the reason how birds are able to fly or be able to migrate long distances without getting tired is because I think it has something to do with like how the wind catches their wings, so that way they don't have to flap often and therefore use a bunch of energy as often.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So again, it's cool that they can supposedly go that fast, but probably not very practical for most of the time.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you ready for my second one?
Always.
This one I think I had slated last because I don't know if you've noticed, but like I usually try to save my my most shocking questions for last. So my second question goes something like this. In 2004, Jerry Bradford was shot by which of the following animals? Your options are monkey, dog, lemur, or koala.
First off, all these are hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. Do monkeys, because I don't trust the bastards. I think they're a little shifty. They're always doing something weird.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. Probably out of all four species that I mentioned, they're probably the ones with I don't think saying the most sentient is a thing, but definitely probably the most brain activity that's the closest to humans.
The other thing is, though, I think lemurs are very fidgety, so I could actually see a lemur accidentally setting off a gun, too. I'm going to stick with monkey.
You're going to stick with monkey?
But a lemur wouldn't surprise me. I feel like they got a lot going on, so if they're around a gun, I could see it happening on accident.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, unfortunately, you are incorrect. So I got this from the Book of Extraordinary Facts. Once again, thank you, Uncle Jojo, Aunt Susie, and Gigi. This is where this story goes insane from start to finish. So,
okay, I'm ready for this.
So buckle up here. Here's a fun ride. So Jerry Bradford.
Buckle up, fucknuts.
Yeah. Jerry Bradford of Florida, surprise, surprise, decided to shoot a litter of 3-month-old puppies because he could not find them a home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The big jump.
Yeah. So after killing 3 of them, Bradford was preparing to shoot another when the puppy he was holding somehow slipped its paw into the trigger of Bradford's .38 caliber revolver, shooting Bradford in the wrist. He was hospitalized for his injury and, surprise, surprise, was charged with felony animal cruelty.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right? And the surviving puppies were placed into loving homes. So it has a happy ending.
Avenging his fallen brothers and sisters. That's fucked.
Oh, yeah. But it's like if it took felony animal cruelty to place the rest of the puppies in a loving home, something tells me that Bradford just wasn't looking hard enough.
No, because I feel like they probably found the home pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't look into this story past what the Book of Extraordinary Facts gave me, but it's like, take them to a shelter.
Yeah.
Tell them, hey, I can't care for these dogs. And if
there's a million different things. Or Craigslist. I feel like a lot of people want dogs.
Yeah, that's true. It is 2004, so the internet exists.
Yeah.
But it's like still, it's like, shooting a perfectly good puppy seems like a waste.
And Florida, leave it to them.
Yeah. Florida, that's got to be a great title. Florida man gets shot by 3-month-old puppy.
Yeah, in revenge.
In revenge.
Puppy gets 3-month-old puppy gets revenge on Florida man.
Yeah. Oh, even better. I like that.
There you go. He was trying to put him to the front of God's waiting room line.
Yeah. And that puppy said, "Not today, motherfucker."
That was Ron DeSantis was saying like, "Oh, Florida's where wokeness goes to die," and I'm like, Ron, I feel like that could be said about most of your demographic.
Is that something to be proud of, though?
Dude, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. It's like it's like Mitch McConnell being proud of the fact that he's known as the Grim Reaper in Congress because he has just killed so many bills. It's like, is that really something to be proud of?
Like, congrats on not doing your job.
Yeah. Or it's like, or not even not doing your job, just being a huge inconvenience.
That's true. I feel like if someone was like, yeah, they call me the Hamburglar because people never seem to get their burgers at the window, I'd be like, stop. I don't want to work my shift with the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
They're talking about now raising the Social Security age to 70.
Yeah, I heard. I remember hearing rumor about that back when we were in college.
The life expectancy is 77.
Oh,
so like at that point,
great.
Fuck them. Like it's so dumb.
I don't know anymore.
That's why we're not called hyper intelligent trivia.
Or woke trivia for that matter.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or Politico's dumb trivia.
Yeah. Although that would be interesting.
It would be. I feel like they could do better, or not. Who knows? Actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we're what the youths need to get involved.
That would be a huge turn out of left field because I don't think the last thing I think any of the three of us would want for dumb trivia is to just get all political.
Yeah, it would be a little annoying.
Yeah, because it would have been interesting. Don't get me wrong, but it's like with the amount of speculation that goes into the amount of speculation that just goes into our democracy now, it would just be such a pain because we could get something like slightly incorrect, saying like, oh, there was a only like 33.5% of eligible people came out to vote when in fact it was 33.57, and a too large of a group of amount of people would actually just get like really pissed off that we forgot about 0.07%.
Hey, I still stand by, man. Fox News put us on. I think they would get the ratings would fly through the roof. People would tune in to see what we had to say.
My problem with that is that I don't like yelling.
That's true. We can just turn your mic up really loud, then you don't have to yell, but it seems like you're yelling.
Yeah, I mean,
we can like make you sweaty, like spray something on you so you look really intense.
Yeah, because surprise, surprise, I don't watch Fox News often, but
good man.
Every time I do, it's like I can't take any of their people seriously because they really adopted the philosophy of if I basically assault you with my voice, you'll eventually start saying I'm correct.
Well, yeah, it's more of the concession thing. Like, just please shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and it's like that's not how I want. I mean, that's just not how I want to be presented anything.
That's true. Unless it's dumb trivia, because we yell a lot.
Mostly at each other. We're not.
Yeah.
It's not. That's part. That's kind of the difference. We're just yelling at each other like I can't believe you fucked this up, rather than yelling at our listeners that no, fuck yourself. This is fact. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what detail I got. That I messed up. That this is fact.
Fuck you. This is fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an interesting episode. I don't know how many people are gonna share this one.
Andres, I have bad news.
Yes.
Check the rear view mirror. Those are cops.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait, are they? I only see a red. Oh nope, there it is, red and blue light. Okay.
Yeah. Buckle up there. Starsky.
You got it, Hutch. Let's do this.
Okay, well, everyone, thanks for listening. Hopefully next week you'll hear from us in the safe house. If we're not, who are the people? Bonnie and Clyde, but who are the people who drove off the cliff? Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank God we're in Utah. Did we overshoot Colorado? Is Utah on the way to Colorado?
No, Utah is past Colorado.
We overshot Colorado.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
I forget who said this, but I think it. And granted, it was a general talking about his strategy, but I think it works very well for us in our situation. If we don't know what we're doing, the enemy sure won't know what we're doing.
Hell yeah. So I guess let's keep driving and see what we hit.
Yeah, just keep driving. We'll get there.
Alrighty, Andres, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah. The usual cleanup stuff. If you'd like a button, just let us know. We'll send one your way. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you really want to support the show and possibly post some bail money for me, donate to us at Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/dumbtrivia. contact us. Contact us in any way, shape, or form. Even if you want, just say hi.
I guess it's not bail now. It's more like money for our generators.
Well, if they catch me again, it's gonna be bail.
It's gonna be bail for me too.
Well, I guess we better. Yeah. On that note, we could really, really, really use those donations from all of you. Any amount counts and helps towards the cause. But yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Well, for Cory, I'm Christian with
Andres.
And you just listened to an episode of the Dumb Trivia After Show. You know what we got to say about that?
What? I think I did it the last time Cory was gone, so why don't you say it this time?
Oh my god. Roll the outro.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh god, stop it.
It's Dumb Trivia, where the questions are dumb and the hosts are dumber. It's Dumb Trivia. You'll probably learn a lot of things you didn't want to discover. You don't win anything, but that's alright. You can look down on your buddies with your bragging rights. Hang with Cory, Andres, and Christian too. They're best friends, now they're friends with you. Knowing nothing is the only criteria. Come on, it's Dumb Trivia.